Web 3.0, often referred to as Web 3, represents the next major evolution of the Internet. It follows the eras of Web 1.0, where users mostly consume static content, and Web 2.0, where platforms like social media enabled interaction and content creation, but centralized control remained in the hands of tech giants. Web 3 reimagines the structure of the Internet itself, shifting power from corporations to users through decentralization, cryptographic security, and blockchain technology. At the heart of Web 3 is the concept of decentralization. Unlike traditional platforms that rely on centralized servers controlled by single entities, Web 3 is powered by peer-to-peer networks, where no central authority holds the keys to data or decision-making. This is made possible by blockchain technology, which distributes information across a network of nodes. Data on the blockchain is immutable, transparent, and secure, and smart contracts enable transactions to happen automatically without relying on intermediaries, what the space calls trustless interactions. Users in Web 3 control their own digital identities and assets through cryptographic wallets, such as MetaMask. These wallets act as secure gateways to the decentralized web, allowing people to store, trade, and interact without needing a third-party service provider. Tokenization plays a big role in incentivizing participation. Users can earn tokens, both fungible like ETH or non-fungible like NFTs, for contributing value, whether by creating content, providing liquidity, or supporting a network. One of the most exciting aspects of Web 3 is the rise of decentralized applications, or dApps. These apps run on blockchain infrastructure rather than centralized servers. In finance, platforms like Uniswap have enabled people to trade cryptocurrencies without using traditional exchanges, while lending protocols such as Aave and Compound let users lend and borrow assets peer-to-peer. Even social media is being reimagined with projects like Lens Protocol, and browsers like Brave now reward users for their attention with tokens like BAT. The financial system is also being reinvented through decentralized finance, or DeFi. With no banks or middlemen, users can lend, borrow, or trade directly on the blockchain. MakerDAO, for instance, powers the DAI stablecoin through decentralized governance, and other platforms enable automated interest payments, liquidity pooling, and yield farming. This entire system operates 24/7 across borders with no approval needed, just an internet connection. Digital ownership has taken a new form through NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. These are unique digital assets that can represent anything from art and music to game items and virtual real estate. Projects like CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club have brought NFTs into pop culture, but the underlying technology is being applied to ticketing, intellectual property, and virtual environments like Decentraland. Governance is also being decentralized. DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, allow communities to govern themselves through transparent voting mechanisms and smart contracts. These organizations have no CEOs or boards, just token holders who propose and vote on changes. It's a radical shift in how collaboration happens online, and examples like Gitcoin DAO and Friends with Benefits are showing how powerful this model can be for funding, creativity, and coordination. Web 3 also introduces a new approach to identity and privacy. With self-sovereign identities and technologies like zero-knowledge proofs, users gain control over their data and can verify credentials or transactions without revealing personal information. Services like Ethereum Name Service (ENS) and identity layers like Ceramic Network are building the foundations for a private and user-controlled identity system. Of course, Web 3 is not without its challenges. Scalability remains an issue, with high transaction fees and slower speeds on some networks, though Layer 2 solutions are rapidly addressing these limitations. The user experience can still be complex for non-technical users, and regulatory uncertainty adds a layer of risk as governments work to understand and define this new landscape. Security is another concern, as smart contract bugs, phishing attacks, and rug pulls have resulted in significant losses. Still, the importance of Web3 goes beyond technology. It represents a philosophical shift, an internet where you own your data, you are rewarded for your contributions, and you have a say in how platforms are run. It's not just about disrupting tech giants. It's about creating a more open, fair, and user-driven internet. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's rewrite history together.